by the thousands, and see, enough is enough. We ain't gonna be killing each other no more.
I woke up today in reality, looking at my people and the casualties. Misunderstood for having some morality, but my people dead in spirituality. Lord knows, this is young Hebrew from Killer, California. Used to dog in the street with no sense of order. Used to love to press the line, even test the water, and almost lost my life from slanging and hanging on that corner. I learned to cut the grass so I can see the snakes. I had to decipher between the real and fake. And nowadays, all these niggas do is hate. Treat you like a bitch, sit back and try to manipulate. Yeah, that's why I got it on my own too. You see me rocking with the Hebrews. UPK is how we do. Stand for the Lord, the mother niggas is see-through.
Where the soldiers at? Where the soldiers at? Where the soldiers at?
Wake your game up, my nigga. Ain't no time for this shit. I know you sitting back thinking that life is a bitch. Yes, my nigga, I understand. My nigga, I feel your pain. Yeah, my nigga, we got to change. This for the cash, this for the cash.
It's safe to set me curse today, trying to find another way, but all they do is take away. Trying to pray the fake away, while trying to find a safer way. Eat so we can face to face, please Lord save the day, cause everybody at my job always got some shit to say. You might think this shit is great, but I deal with this every day, knowing that we pay the way I had it at the end of the day. Listen to the shit to say, make me wanna catch this case, or even must keep us away. But I know what them scriptures say, we gon' wait on judgment day, thinking it ain't coming, thinking the Lord bluffing, waiting on the day it's gonna be harder than the honor, though they treat me like a slave, wanna see me in the grave. Hate to see a nigga pray, hate to see a nigga pray. It's hard in my job, but I'll be too wild. Knowing that these records don't get it no pride. It's hard in my job, but I'll be too wild. Knowing that these records don't get it no pride.
Wake your game up, my nigga. Ain't no time for this shit. I know you sitting back thinking that life is a bitch. Yes, my nigga, I understand. My nigga, I feel your pain. My nigga, we gotta change. This for the cash, this for the cash.
Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahushai Baruch Atham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemar Alatham Bashem Yahushai to all the sisters. I'm Priest and Officer Commandant holding it down for Southern California. We're also covering Las Vegas. Today is the Lashawan Qadash class, like every week. Again, if this is new to you, right, the Lashawan Qadash is the ethnic language of so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is the class to learn the original Hebrew, which is known as biblical, right? The name is Lashawan Qadash, which is holy tongue. You can see right here behind me. This is the Lashawan Qadash class, right? Lashawan Qadash. These are ancient Hebrew characters. We have ancient Hebrew characters, and we also have the Assyrian Hebrew characters. These characters changed during our captivity, right? This is the original characters, and during our captivity in the Assyrian Empire, it changed to these characters, and these are the characters that you will see today. If you was to buy a Hebrew, a Torah, right, or Tanakh, it'll be written in the Assyrian Hebrew, but nonetheless, right, we still pronounce the characters like the ancient characters, right? These characters are still the same characters, right? These are not letters, these are characters. So what is said here is Lashawan Qadash, which is, if we was to write it out for you to read it, because you read English, all right, this is how you would pronounce it. Lashawan Qadash. With Lashawan, right? The root word is Lashon, which means tongue. You have a Y in here, and this is the doing of the tongue, which is to create language, right? Qadash means holy, which is set apart. So this is a language that is set apart for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? And this class is the class to set you up and get you ready for the Sabbath service, which we have every Saturday, depending on your zone, right? We have Sabbath service starting at 10. You could check us out, right on any zone you're in. You can always check us on. If you are granted, right, this Saturday off, which is the Sabbath day, the day of rest, right? What is it? The UK, those brothers start, because it's different time zones. That Sabbath service starts early in the morning, right? And then you have the East Coast zones that teach Sabbath service, like around, I would say, is a 3-hour difference. So I would say like 7 in the morning, right? So you could get your day started with the Sabbath service. And then of course you have the Midwest, and then you have down south, and then you have our zone, right? So all morning you could tune in and watch the Sabbath service, right? So first we're gonna get into the ancient characters. We're gonna write them out, right? Because one thing is that we need to get familiar with the characters, and we're gonna also pronounce them out loud. A, Ba, Ga, Ga, Ja, Ha, Wa, Za, Kha, Ta, Ya, Ka. Abagada Hawaza Khatayaka. La. Ma. Na. Sa. I. Pa. Taza. Hua. Ra. Sha. Tha. La ma na sa I pa ta za kwa ra sha tha. Now we're going to write them down in the Assyrian. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, kha, ta, Salakia. Shalom on curse. All right, most on curse. I'm teaching first. Oh, okay. Ta, ya, there's some space in between. Ka, ka, la, la, Salakia. La, ma, ma, na, na, sa, I, pa, taza, kwa, ra, sha, tha. So we're going to pronounce these out loud. A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka. La, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha. Again, A, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ka, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I, pa, ta, za, kwa, ra, sha, tha. Now, there's 22 characters in the ancient Hebrew, and there's 27 characters in the Assyrian Hebrew. That is because there's 5 double characters in the Assyrian, which is the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the taza. And these characters that I have underlined with the blue marker come at the beginning or the middle of a word. And the same 5 characters, the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, taza, these characters that I've underlined with the red come out only at the end of a word. Right? So in the Assyrian, when you read, you gotta be mindful of the double characters. Sometimes you might confuse the ka with the ba, right? Because they look similar, right? But when you look at the text, the ba is a little bit more, it looks more bold, right? Looks more bold, and it has like a little, I would say, like a little tail coming out. The ka doesn't, right? And you might also be confused when you see the ka that comes at the end of a word with the da, because they look also similar. The difference is that the ka goes, how can I explain it? The da, is a little bit, I would say, the letter looks a little bit longer, like more bold. The same thing as the ba, look more bold, right? You'll see the ka that is more, I don't want to say skinny, but it doesn't look as bold as the da, right? You'll be able to look at them when you get familiar with the characters and know which is the ka, what's the difference between a ba and the ka, right? From the ka that comes at the beginning or middle of a word, and what's the difference between a da and a ka that comes at the end of a word, right? The ma looks similar. It might be confused with the na. I would say the second na that comes at the end of a word might get it confused with the wa, right? But you'll be able to see when you get familiar with the characters that they are different, longer, right? What's an I would just say those 2 characters. You gotta get familiar. That's why it's important to write out the Assyrian. More than Assyrian is what confuses brothers and sisters, I would say. When I was learning it, the Assyrian is what took me a little bit longer to get familiar with. But once I recognized the characters, it was, easy. It was easy for me to write them out. I mean, of course, sometimes, I'm kind of particular, so I wanted to look a certain way, not just, write it out. But yeah, Salakia. And Salakia, the ancient characters, they are more like bold characters. And that's one thing about the Hebrew. In the scriptures, it says that when the things that are uttered in Hebrew have more power. And that's how these characters look. These characters look powerful in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the Assyrian characters, right? These are more, how would I say? More edgy, right? More edgy. The Assyrian, right? They have more curves, things like that. Salakia, I'm gonna leave these characters up. We're gonna go into Genesis, right? Every Sabbath service, we read 49 verses. This week, Salaki, we are starting at Genesis 45. Let me double check. If you guys have any questions, you can always put them in the comments. Ask your questions. Salaki. Where did I see it? So this week we're reading Genesis 45 and 15 through Genesis 47 and 1. And I just like to choose a few scriptures and write them out in the Hebrew, and then we just get the translation, and we also go into the Blue Letter Bible to get the meaning of the Hebrew words. All right, so let me see. There's a 15. Salaki, let me find these scriptures. I'm gonna start at 15, and then we'll see what other scriptures we'll get into. So we're gonna start at Genesis 45 and 15. Sometimes I like to go into scriptures that kind of point something out, right? Of course, there's some scriptures that we go into that we break down as far as like the meaning, and there's other scriptures that just stand out, right? Because there's like brotherhood, and right, you can also teach about the law throughout the records that are found in the Bible. The way you got the eyes and ears that you need when you read the Bible is of if you are reading about your past ancestors, because the records that are found in the Bible are about who? About the Israelites. If you didn't know, so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the descendants of the biblical Israelites. So you are reading about your ancestors, right? You are reading about your family. So you got to have the understanding, sort of like if your grandmother's telling you a story about her great grandfather, right? How he was a man of war and he fought battles, and that's how that's the understanding you gotta have when you read the Bible about laws, right? Family members will tell you about stories in the past, how an uncle or an aunt or a cousin or somebody did something they weren't supposed to, and it brought them to a low state, right? So that's the mindset you gotta have when you read the Bible. The Bible is not a book of fairy tales. The Bible it's the Constitution of Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and it carries our records in history. So we're reading Genesis 45 and 15. 45 and 15 through 47 and 1. Right, but we're just gonna get some scriptures in between. We're not gonna do everything. That's why you have the Sabbath service. The brothers will read it in the Hebrew and then also translate it into English. We just go into some scriptures because words will come up, right? And that way you'll be familiar when you hear a word to understand what it's being said or brought out. So we're doing Genesis 45 and 15. Genesis 45 and 15. So it's Y Na Shak Wanashak La Cow. It's like a Wayana Shak. We got the Ya. Wa Ya Na Wayana Shak La Cow. Wayana Shak La Cow. Akyawa. 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 Let me write this. So moreover, he kissed all his brethren. His brethren, Wa Yabak. Wa Ya Wa Yabak and wept Al Yahum. Al Yahum. Salakia. Upon them. Upon them. Wa Akarya. Wa Akarya. And after Khan, after that, the Barwa. Da Barwa. Talked. Akyawa. Akyawa. His brethren. His brethren, Athwa, with him. All right, so I'm gonna read it in English. Genesis 45 and 15. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren. First, right, just to kind of summarize up to this point. This is when right after Joseph got sold to the Egyptians, and there was a famine. Right, he prophesied. He broke down Pharaoh's dream. And he told him there's going to be 7 years of famine, 7 years of food, right? So Jacob sent his sons to Egypt because he heard that there was goods. Then Joseph recognized his brothers. Right, but coming up to this point, he lets them know that he's Joseph and he's still alive. Right, so just so this is up to the point where Joseph lets his brothers know who he is and that he's still alive. Right, so in the English, moreover, he kissed all his brethren. Right, so in the Bible, when it talks about kiss, right, because the oppressor is a sexual deviant, when he hears these words, he thinks is like, you think like the Italian mob, like they come and they hug each other, pat each other in the back, and they kiss each other's cheek. That's not our culture, right? In the Bible, when it talks about a kiss, if you've been to our gatherings or, if you've seen two brothers salute each other, a kiss is, they lock their hands, right? They dab each other and then they salute, right? That is a kiss in the Bible. A kiss is not what the oppressor thinks, right? That two men are kissing, right? That's the reason why Salakia, Egyptologists believe that the Bible has alternative lifestyles in there, and there is no alternative lifestyle because that is a sin against the Lord. Right? They just don't know. All right, we're gonna get the words in the Hebrew. Right. So moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept upon them, and after that, his brethren talked with him. So in the Hebrew, where's my pointer? Salakia. So I'm also going to show you these characters. We have characters that are known as prepositions, which would be like a prefix. Then we have characters that are known as a possessive, which is known as a suffix. So here we have wa. Salakia. Let me see. Khan. So let me get this. I have it. Right. So why preposition to mean and moreover, right? Ya, right? That's another preposition prefix, which means he. Right? Moreover, he, or and he, moreover, he. Right? So, moreover, he. And the root word is nashak. Nashak. So when we get this word, right, I'm going to show. We're also going to go into the Blue Letter Bible, which means to. One is to put together. This is the biblical usage of the word. To put together, kiss. Right, put together. And then another one is to touch gently, to handle, be equipped with. Let me see. There's another. Right. So this in the Hebrew, kiss is not two lips coming together. Right. It's a gentle touch. Right. Two brothers coming together. They salute each other. Shalom. Right. And they salute each other. That is what a kiss, according to this context, means. It's not that Joseph kissed his brothers and, hug, pat him in the back and kissed them in the cheek. That's not our culture. Our culture is, he saluted his brothers, right? And that's one thing. So and all his brothers wept. So all is la kal. Kal is the root word, la kal, which means all or whole. Right? And then we have akya wa. Akya is brethren. Right? The wa, like I said, these are prepositions. Then we have a possessive. This possessive, the wa, means his. All right, so here, just so you know, the wa and the ya, it means more over he. Right? This is the root word in the blue, which means kiss, but touch, a gentle touch. Kal, all, his, and then akya is brethren. All right, so we'll leave that there. Let's see. Right, so the root word is ak. So akya, wa, the wa is a possessive. Where am I? Oh, here we go. It means his or he as well, right? So you have a ya as a possessive, a preposition that could mean he, and then you have a wa that can also mean his or he. Wa ya bak, which is wa, again, preposition and baka is the root word, right? Baka, salakia. It means to weep, cry, shed tear. Also, let me do it in the blue. Weep, cry, shed tear. Then we have salakia, alya, hum. So the root word is alya, hum. So al means a pond. It's down. That's the root word. Al, a pond, alya, and then hum is a possessive. That's a possessive. Ham, which means them. Them or their, masculine, right? The feminine way would be han, right? It would be a ha and a na. That's the feminine way, right? This is the masculine way. You know, he's talking about his brothers, not his sisters. So alya hum, upon them, right? And the way Hebrew is written is not like word for word, right? The them might be at the end, right? And then we have Salakia and after. So by now you should know that the wa, because you know we brought it out what, twice. So the wa means and akarya. The root word is a car, right? Which means after the following part, after of time, right? The root word is akarya, Oh, Salakia. That's after. Khan is a word that we use a lot in the school. I'm off the shot. Okay, no sweat. So Khan. Let me see, where is the Khan? So it has multiple meanings. Right? When we say Khan, we say we use it as yes, right, correct, right? That's how we say it when we use that a lot in the school, right? Yeah, like you tawab, you good, Khan, right? Yes, right. But in this manner, let me see, where's right? So in this manner is being used as time of relation, time and relation. So, you know, right after that, the barwa. So the barwa, it comes from the root word the bar, which means to speak, right? But the barwa is talk, past tense, talk. The barwa, akya wa, again akya wa. So the root word is akya, means brethren, brothers. Akya wa, the wa is a possessive, means his brothers, his brethren. And we have athwa. Again, we have a wa, which means him. Athwa, with him. Right? So again, waya nashak, lakau, akyawa, Waya, so like a Waya Bak, Auya Hum, Wa, Akarya, Khan, the Barwa, Akyawa, Athwa. All right, so let me go into the Blue Letter Bible. We're going to show you real quick. Hey, Shalom, sis. Y'all have a Shamala Tabashim, y'all shot. It's a lock you. Let me present the screen. So we go Genesis 45 and 15. Then we do forward line. Right, the Blue Letter Bible. Right, this is so there'll be no contention between, oh, well, the Bible was written and translated so many times, 1,000 times, that we don't know which is the right translation. No, we could go into the Blue Letter Bible and get the word for word. That way we won't say, well, that's your interpretation. That's not what it's saying there. So again, let me see. Can we see that? There we go. So Waya Nashak. So again, moreover, he kissed, but it's not like the oppressors, the Italian mobsters. It's not like that. When you go, right, you select here, brings you over to the Strong's H5401. You click on that. It's going to bring you to the word. Here we have the root word nashak. So it gives you the different manners in which is being used. And it gives you the biblical usage. To put together, kiss, to touch gently. All right. Let me see. Right, here we go. To join. So it's not two lips, joining together. That's not what it is. You can't look at it with the eyes of the oppressor because he is a sexual deviant. He wished it would say that it would mean, kissed him. Now he could go and teach a doctrine about alternative lifestyles. And that is a sin against the Bible, against the Lord. So like that's a sin against the Lord to live an alternative lifestyle. Two men cannot kiss. Right? That is not manly or masculine. That is effeminate. And the Bible says that the effeminate will not make it into the kingdom. So kiss means two fists dabbing each other, right? So, meaning a salute between two brothers. You cannot go out and dab someone from another nation. That's not what we do. We just give them a head nod. Hey, what's up? Right? But the dab or the salute is exclusively between a so-called Black, Latino, and Native American men. Right, so let's go back. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept. Salakia, let me cow. The root word is cow, which means all or whole. Akyawa. The root word is here. You see, ak means brother. So brethren. the wa is a possessive to mean his brethren. Wa yabak. So we have a preposition, the wa here means and. Yabak. The root word is baka. Baka. So when we click baka, H10, H1058, which means weep, bewail, sore, mourn, right? But you see, to weep, bewail, cry, shed tears. And that's one thing that blacks and Latinos don't have. They don't have this type of brotherhood, right? Joseph, after so many years, right? He got sold on to the Egyptians by his brothers, and he still had compassion and forgave his brothers. And this is one thing that so-called Black, Latino, and Native American men need to learn. They need to learn that they could only salute one of their own kind. And they can only cry. Like, you hear that something happens to the oppressor on the news, right? He got trampled. He got shot. Something happens to oppressor, and you shedding a tear for your enemy. You need to shed a tear for your brothers, because every day on the news you hear about your brother losing his life, your sister losing her life, being abused, right? Al Yaham, which al, the root word here, al, means upon or over. Let's go into that. Al, upon, in, on, over. Al Yaham. So the hum is a possessive that means them in the masculine. If it's feminine, it'll say han, the ha and the na. But the ha and the ma is hum, it means them, upon them. Wa, akarya. So wa is and, preposition. Akar, the root word, means after. And also, let's see what's the other meanings. After, behind, right? Afterward. And in Khan, you'll see that it'll be like after this. So like after that. Salakia. Right, that. That, the bar wa. So the wa makes it Salakia. Let me get my notes. Let me get my notes real quick, because there is a let me see right here, the tense. So lock it. Be patient with me real quick. Let me find something. Future. So lock it. I'm trying to see something. Bear with me. Okay, Salakia. So the Barwa, I could be wrong, Salakia. I need to double check on this, but I think the wa here makes it past tense. So the root word would be the bar, right? The bar. Let's see. Let's see. But it means to speak, right? Talk, the barwa, akyawa, right? Ak, again, brother, akya, brother, brethren, right? Wa is his, he or his brothers. Atwa, that means with him. All right, let's continue. Let's see what we're going. Let's see what other verse I wanted to go into. Let me see. So lock it. Let me go to where Jacob meets his son. We go to verse 46. Salakia. Let me see where. I'm going to go to Genesis 46 and verse 2. Right, so just kind of to sum us up from Genesis 45 and 15 to Genesis 46, the next chapter over. Right, so Pharaoh commanded Joseph to send wagons for his family and to let's see. Where is it? Salakia. I was reading the wrong one. Right, for his family. And Pharaoh Salakia, where's the part right here? So Pharaoh told Joseph that he was going to give him the good of the land of Egypt, and that they shall eat the fat of the land, right? Because of Joseph, and because the Most High power was with Joseph, Pharaoh trusted in Joseph, and that's the reason why Egypt was prospering during the famine. Right, so Genesis 46 and 2. This is up to where Jacob finds out that Joseph is still alive, and he wants to go see his son before he passes on. So let's go Genesis 46 and 2. Genesis 46 and 2. Waya Amar. Waya Amar and spake. Right. Waya Amar Alahayim Alahayim. Alahayim is God, which means power. Alahayim. La Yasharala. La Ya. La Yasher Allah unto Israel. Ba Mara'ath. Ba Mara'ath. Ba in the vision. in the visions, Ba Mara'ath, Ha Yala, Ha Ya Yala of the night, Waya Amar, Wa Ya Amar, and said, Yaiquab, Jacob, Jacob, Yaiquab, Yaiquab, Jacob, Waya Amar, and he said, Hanaya, Hanaya, here I am. Here I, right here I. So let's read it in English. Genesis 46:2. And God spake unto Israel in the vision of the night and said, Jacob, Jacob, and he said, here I am. Right, in the Hebrew is Wa Ya Amar. Right, so this word comes up at least three times here. Right, so Wa, preposition, means and. Amar is the root word, means speak, utter, speak or utter, talk. Wa Ya Amar, Alahayim. Right, Alahayim means rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, God. Alahayim, La, preposition, La means to or unto. Right? Unto Yashar Allah, Israel. Yashar Allah, that's Israel. Ba, that's a preposition, means in or on. Ba, Bamara'ath. That's the ba is the preposition that means in, and the root word is ma. So like a ma ra'ath, which means vision, made a revelation. Vision. Ha la yala. Halayala. Right? So ha is a preposition, means the. And the root word is layal. Layal. Ha la yala. So the root word is layal, and it means where am I? It means night. Layal, night, midnight, night. Right? So night, ha is the, la yala, la yala is night. The root word is layal. Again, we have wa, ya amar. Wa and amar is said or speak, utter. Amar, said. Yaiquab, Yaiquab. That's Jacob's name in the Hebrew. Yaiquab. Yaiquab, Yaiquab. Jacob, Jacob. And again, we have Waya Amar. So Wa and Ya, he, Amar, said. Han, Naya. Han, Naya. And the root word is Hana. So Han, Naya. Let's see, is there a Naya? There's no Wa. So like it, let me see. Naya. I'm about to go back for that. So the root word is Hana, which means here I. Right? Hana is the root word, was Han Naya. Here I. All right, real quick, let's go to this one. In the blue letter. Do it like that. This is the next. How do I go to the man? Oh, here we go. Okay, no, that's not it. It's Slovakia. And so much is have to go here. Genesis 46 and 2. Genesis 46:2. Waya Amar. Why means and. Ya Amar, root word Amar, to speak, said, uttered. Alahayim means God. God means power, rulers, judges, right? Angels. La, preposition, preposition, it means to or unto. Yasher Allah, Israel. Ba means is a preposition. It means in. Ma ra'ath. Ma ra'ath means vision. Let's see what other. It has other meanings. Mode of revelation, right? So in a vision, so in the visions, ha la yala. The root word is la ya. Ha means the. La yao or la yala. So you have a ha here, so it changes. La yala means night or midnight. Waya amar. Right, this word comes up 3 times, so you should be familiar with this word tomorrow when you tune in to the Sabbath service. Waya amar. Wa is a preposition that means and. Ya amar, said, or it can mean speak or utter. Yaiquab, Yaiquab. There's Jacob, Jacob. Wa ya amar. That's the 3rd time. Wa is and ya he amar said. Ha nanya. So like the word is, I said is hanaya, but it's hananya. Salakia. Hananya. And the root word is Hanan. Let me see, was it different here? Salakia. Okay, no, Salakia. The word is Hanai. The root word is Hana, right, which means Hananya. Oh, Salaki, that's the wrong one. Here we go. Hana. It means here I. It could be used as behold, see, lo, here I. Here I. Hananya. Okay, I gotta ask about this Salakia. So it's Hanaya. Hanaya. So let's go to the next verse. Verse 43. I mean, Salakia, verse 3. We're gonna do verse 3, then we'll probably do another one before we close out. Salakia. Verse 3. knock this one out. Again, Waya Amar. Waya Amar. And he said, Anakya. Anakya. I ha ao ha'al God so like a ha'ala. That's ha'ala. Ha'ala is God. Alahaya. Alahaya. So ha'ala, alahaya, the God, the power. Abyaka. So like a abi. Abyaka. Of thy father. Al, so like a Al, not Tharaya, Tharaya, Tharaya. So like it's the other way around. Thayara. Thaya. Thara. Marada. Marada. To go. Also like this is fear. To go down. Matazar Yomha. Ma. Matazar Yum. Matazar Yamha. Into Egypt. Into Egypt. Kaya. for La Gaya a nation Gadal great Salaki. Let me see. Ashamyaka I will make of thee. Shum. There. Okay, so here we go. Genesis 46:3. And he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. We have Wa Ya Amar. Wa Ya, and he Amar said. Or he said, Anakia, which means I, Ha, Allah, Allah, Hayam. So like is there Allah Hayam? Allah Haya. Ha, Allah, Allah Haya. So God, the God, right? God, the God. Abba Yah. Oh, so like right here. That's a Ka. Abayaka. So like an Abyaka. The root word is Abba, which means father, and the Ka is a Abyaka. The ka is a possessive, which means thy, thy father. Al, al is from the comes from the word la'ah, right? Al, which means not, no, neither, nothing. So al, not, tha, ya, ra. The root word is ya, ra, ya, ra. Means to fear, be afraid. Is there a okay? So ya, ra. Oh, so like that's the wrong marker. It means fear. Be afraid. That's the root word. Fa, ya, ra. Fa, ya, ra. Ma, rada. Or from. All right. Ma, rada. The root word is ya, yarad. That's the root word, yarad, to go down, descend, right? To go down. Ma, yarad. So like a ma, rada. The root word is yarad. Ma, rada. Ma. So like matazaryum. Matazaryum ha. Matazaryum is Egypt. And right, Matazaryahum. Into Egypt. Kaya, for. Kaya means that, for, because, when. That, for, because, when. So for, kaya, la, gaya. Right? Gaya means nation or Gentile. That's what it means. Gentile means nation. La gaya. So like a la gaya as nation. Gadal, great. Gadal means great, large in number, right? So great meaning in number. What's the lock in? Shalom. Ashayamka. 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 So the root word is shawam, right? Which means to put, place, set, appoint, make. So Ashayamka, and the ka is a possessive, which means the. It's an old English word that means you or your. Make thee. Ashayamka. Okay, so let me see something. So we have the I as well. The I means I. So Shayamka, right? The root word is shawam, which means make. So I Shayam, make, ka, thee, shum, 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 shum. So like a shum, which means there. So the Lord said unto Jacob, right? And he said, I, God, the God of thy fathers. So Waya Amar, Anakya, Ha, Allah, Alahaya, Ab, so like a Abyaka, right? Of thy father, Allah, so like an owl, not, tha, yara, fear, ma, rada, to go down, Montazariumha, into Egypt, Kaya, for, Lag, Gaya, a nation, Gadal, great, Shayamka, I will make of thee, Shum, there. All right, let's go real quick to the blue letter. This is verse 3. Waya Amar, right? This is like the fourth time or more than 4 times that it has came up. Waya Amar, and he said, Anakya, I, Ha Allah, Alahaya, God, the God, Abyaka, the root word is Abba. It means father. Abba is father. So the ka here is thy, your, right? Abyaka. Al, not, means no, not, nothing. Tha, yara, fear. The root word is yara. Ma, rada. The root word is yarad, means to go down. Matazar yamha, into Egypt. Kaya, for. It could also mean because. La, Gaya, a nation. La Gaya, Gadal, as great in number. Shayamka. Is I. Shayam is make. Ka is thee. You. I will make you Shum, which means there. So there in Egypt, the Lord is going to make Jacob and his family great. And that's the reason why Egypt was great, because the children of Israel and his children went into Egypt. And anywhere blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans go, we make that land prosper. Right? America's fallen because a lot of blacks and Latinos are waking up to the truth. They're no longer celebrating pagan holidays. And America is on its last leg. We're going to continue. Let's read. Let's get verse 4. So, like, let me see what other. Okay, so it just goes down to Jacob and his descendants, his wife, and his sons and daughters, and their wives and their children. And it breaks down the lineage, right? All of the 12 tribes, and they go into Egypt. Right, and with that, Salakia, with that, I'm gonna end the class. The water for tuning in. I'm gonna get these get the security announcements. Don't forget to tune in to Sabbath service. Check your time zone. See what time your zone is going live. So here we have the security announcements. Let me turn this over. Security announcements. ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10. Means 10 in the Hebrew. So like means 10 in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The upcoming holy convocation is Purim, which is March 13 and 14. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, war scarf. With that, the water to all the brothers for tuning in. Shalom, Yahaba Hashem Yahushai Barakatham. The water to all the sisters for tuning in. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, Latan Bashem Yahushai. Class dismissed.